Oh god, I'm so dumb that I can't even think of this fucking true.
Oh yeah, role playing. That's fun.
Yeah, I bet you get that a lot, right?
Kill it!
We're all being pegged at home.
If you're dumb enough to believe it, you'll go for anything.
What do you mean? All right, Daddy's rolling.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to a new episode of Dumbgeeks. I'm Chris Hackett.
And I'm Dusty McCord, your ship's captain.
And I'm Tip McMahon.
Tip McMahon right
and
now.
I'm Dusty McCord.
Oh yeah, that's our breakout new character, Virtual Dusty.
It's crazy how similar I said it. What the hell is happening right now?
Wow, Dusty, you're in front of me, but your
That's what it
mouth
sound like.
your mouth's not moving.
Okay, it's really weird.
It's super weird.
You need to put
It's like movies where every character actually has blonde hair, and it's like, well, I can't track who's who.
That's weird, right? Still not sure why I said that.
Was that the soundboard or the real Dusty? Can the real Dusty just raise his hand so I know which one he is?
Yeah, it's me right here.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait.
I have a little more sultry voice.
Oh, okay.
But a well-crafted one, you know? You and that sound. And a gorgeous sex worker.
So did you, is that a web page that you created, or is that, how did you write this guy?
Oh, I mean, like I said in the previous episode, I just put a bunch of porn magazines and chemistry textbooks into a computer, and then I accidentally knocked over soda onto it, and Dusty came out of a puff of smoke and tried to have sex with me.
That must have been a real letdown.
Yeah.
I was like, Kelly LeBrock? Oh, no. Whoops.
It's Dusty.
Oh, dang it. Well, I'll take what I can get.
This is a real AI-heavy episode. We got Virtual Dusty. We got AI Dungeon coming up.
Mm-hmm. Got nice
So hard to keep up with it, honestly.
This is going to get complicated.
Yeah.
Wait, actually, hey, Virtual Dusty, did you know he's got a breakout catchphrase? Everybody's talking about it on the boards. They love it. Hit it.
I just wish there was math involved.
That is my favorite Dusty phrase.
I just wish there was math involved. Yeah. That I feel like that's where Virtual Dusty starts to diverge from me, because I don't really necessarily love math, but
I'm going to tell my dad.
So is that like Australian Dusty or South African?
Too soon, dude.
Okay.
This is weird because I do always say that stuff.
Are you just going through every sound file?
Yeah. I don't even think I need to be here.
Yeah.
I know about that.
Okay. Virtual Dusty, you got to calm it down. We got to intro the show.
Okay, so welcome to the new Dumb Geeks episode.
Yeah.
This is our new
What
format.
is
this is our new format where we sit at a table. I don't know if you can tell, but we're more upright.
Yeah, we're closer to each other.
Before we were always sitting in lounge chairs. It was more comfortable, but I think this is more personal.
It's true. We'll find out when Shannon gets here on the next episode.
Yeah, and it'll be a fun surprise for her.
And so this is going to be our second episode in the new year, but it's going to be our first episode we recorded in the new year. How was everybody's New Year's Eve celebrations? Did you guys get crunk?
My New Year's Eve celebrations, I just went to bed.
That's cool.
Early.
Mm-hmm. I took Dayquil and felt bad. It was pretty good.
Also great. I think there's a booger on your pop screen.
You want it?
No, I'm okay.
I'm hoping it's your booger. These pop screens, they get used a lot.
Yeah, they do. Are you guys? Do you have any New Year's resolutions? Are you doing anything fun?
I don't have a New Year's resolution. I think those are BS.
Oh,
Candles, scented candles.
So
That's a good resolution.
Virtual Dusty wants to get into scented candles.
okay. Tip at some point is going to participate in the conversation.
Yeah, do you have
I was in the middle of emailing myself some prompts for the AI dungeon so we can do our little role playing thing later.
I feel like you should have done that before we started rolling.
Well, he woke up an hour ago.
That's only funny to us because no one knows what time it is. So
It's true. It's 1:30. But yeah. So New Year's resolutions are lame. Is that how you feel, Tip?
You're not supposed to talk about them.
Is that
or they won't come true.
are you quoting Donald Trump right now? Oh yeah, I forgot. Also, this is the first Dumbgeeks episode where we're on the precipice of World War III, which is pretty cool.
It's also 2020.
Yeah.
Hey, it's pretty exciting to think that we could all be dead before this episode comes out.
Yeah, I guess like that's true because it's going to be coming out in a week, so it'll probably be the first
exciting.
episode after the retaliation for the beginning of World War III.
I mean, in terms of exciting, like it is technically exciting. Yeah.
Technically.
The best kind of exciting.
Yeah.
You want to see something that got me really excited? You see that?
No. What
that.
did you 3D print that or something?
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. This is part of tips
For the people,
nice.
for the people at home who don't have video of us doing this.
Take a look at this. It's the threading on this that took a really this was hard to get because I'm printing replacement. What would you call them? You already have headphones for your Rift S.
Headphone mounts.
Headphone mounts, yeah. And
I
so
thought they were going to be gold.
they were, but then I ran out of gold because I was waiting for parts to tighten it up. But I can always reprint them. It takes me 8 hours to print all the parts for it. Here, take it, screw it in.
No, thank you.
Yeah,
It's
screw
so
that.
very.
Right now, my current Rift looks like a Rift that a homeless person would have,
Can we make?
You should have.
which
take a
seems like an
photo of it.
oxymoron.
We'll put it
but
in the show notes.
It's basically I bought the same drivers that were on the original Rift as part of a clip-on ear headphones, and I just bent the ear part to where it could hold on to the headband of the new Rift S.
And when he says drivers, it's headphones. They're these costs to
KSC 75s.
yeah, headphones, and they have these wires that look like he took headphones and attached them to somebody's eyeglasses and then bent the frames to hang on his Rift. So I'm trying to help Tip out in the new year. That's my resolution.
So this screw part on the top here.
Yeah.
Are you supposed to put like a cable in between that?
So there'll be another piece that will slide in between in here, which connects to his headphones that he actually ends up gluing, or you do something to get in there, and then that is tensioning so you can adjust them up and down.
Whoa.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Dusty.
VD.
Not this year.
That's a good name.
Okay, so let's. Do we want to dive in?
Yeah, you want to get into the main event?
The AI dungeon?
So for the people who this is their first episode ever, why don't you describe what an AI dungeon is?
Oh no, this is the second episode.
No, I know, but say a viewer just clicked on it.
Say you're Dusty and you didn't listen to the last episode.
Well, the episode
It hasn't come out yet.
released
I literally haven't listened to the last episode.
It's true. It's true. So,
Okay,
let's say you're the 24th person to listen to this podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
So AI Dungeon is basically it uses a state-of-the-art AI text generation system to basically recreate choose your own adventures, but where you get to pick your own prompts. You get to anything could possibly happen. It's super amazing, and we're using it as basically like a dungeon master. So we're going to collectively play one character in kind of a role-playing game.
Oh, yeah. Role playing. That's fun.
It sure is.
Thanks, VD.
Oh, VD, yeah.
Yeah.
Virtual Dusty.
Okay, so
So I tried this out with Amanda, my wife, who doesn't listen to this show.
no, well, my wife doesn't either. So
Let's just shame him for a second.
Yeah.
Have like 3 seconds of shame.
to the audience of 20 people.
Yeah. So I tried playing this with her, and we did the apocalypse scenario because you can select different scenarios, and the apocalypse scenario kind of sucks. I would not recommend it.
Yeah, I find the fantasy often works the best. I don't know. They can all go off the rails. They're not always going to be great. We might end up having a shitty time and starting over, or scrapping half the episode if it doesn't go well.
Oh, okay, that's
We'll
good.
keep the intro so no one will know.
So before we get started, now, Chris, I know you had this campaign where you were trying to find a sponsor. How is
yeah.
that going this week?
Well, I haven't had a lot of people return my calls, unfortunately, and it's tough because I've been trying to get into contact with my dad for years, and I thought maybe for this podcast he could sponsor.
That makes sense.
His only son.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that he gets my email.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would hope so too. Eventually, like he'll eventually reply.
I would think so. Will he eventually be a sponsor? I mean, that's something we're going to find out together.
Yeah. It'll be a journey that we're all taking.
Yeah.
It's good that you guys are just talking about a bunch of fucking nonsense and vamping, because part of the reason that I needed you guys to not start the episode when you did was so that I could finish loading the AI into the GPU. It might take a few minutes.
So wait, you're loading the AI into the GPU. Are you loading it
geeky.
into your local GPU, or is this going into Google's cloud?
This is going into Google Research Colab.
So you're not running the official AI dungeon.
That was not geeky enough for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just want to point out to listeners, you're not running the official one. If you go to aidungeon.com or just search AI Dungeon.
They've released a browser version and an app version that are kind of more cleaned up, but they're also like a lot slower. And it was kind of dragging ass in the last episode, so I figured out a way to run this ourselves and get much better response times.
I really love that it's a text adventure that you have to load into your GPU.
Yeah, it takes like a $1,000 GPU in an already crazy system to run this text adventure.
I mean, it's thinking. This is the future of technology.
Yeah, pretty soon this will fit into a device on your watch. So I know. And
there was a penis.
That didn't quite work.
Yeah.
Try better next time, Virtual Dusty.
Yeah, Virtual Dusty. This feels like you're just wedging
Nipples.
yourself into this conversation at this point.
yeah, I don't remember ever saying that stuff.
Well, that's how drunk you are when we record.
And then dykes would live in a cave and touch each other's nipples.
Oh, that's the full cut. I remember that.
No, if you listen to that.
And then dykes would live in a cave and touch each other's nipples.
Nipples.
Different nipples.
Oh yeah, so I do. I'm a fan.
Yeah. And of course that transfers to your VD.
Virtual Dusty.
The virtual me is just a mirror image of my inner psyche.
So go over what's happening on this screen of yours, Tip. You loaded. I saw you compile one thing up here. Now you're compiling a second thing.
Well, first you have to download the model from torrent. Well, first you have to install all the Python stuff. Then you have to download it from torrent. And then you have to actually load it into the GPU and get it all going. And right now we're at the very exciting stage of looking at a bar that is completely empty and not doing anything.
Well, I noticed you're fully erect. I'm not sure if you're confident or excited about what's about to happen.
Oh, I thought I put on the flaccid strap on. Hey, it loaded.
Hey, we're here.
Oh, I like these graphics better too.
Okay, so. Hark, weary travelers, and gather close. You're about to hear tales from the AI dungeon. Travelers, it is time you choose. Would you like to hear a tale of one of you, or one randomly chosen by a silicon golem?
Ooh.
All right, I don't know. So I guess we could pick one of us, or just get a completely random thing. I don't know. What should we do, guys?
I'm down for random.
Yeah, I like random.
Creepy.
All right, let's see what we get here. So, new game. All right. Yes, random story. All right, we are generating story.
This is exciting.
Oh boy.
And realize this is much faster than the other way.
The world of modern computing.
All right.
Are we there?
You are Vashti, a mutant trying to survive after the evil businessman bombed your country to the ground.
Vashti.
You have a third arm and different colored eyes.
Oh, I knew that was there, and I look weird.
So wait, is it different? Like both eyes are different?
Like David Bowie.
Oh, okay. Not just like, your eyes are weird.
You have purple colored eyes.
Yeah.
In the colony you were born in, your strange condition was considered a sin, and you have been banished since you were 9. After a long journey, you find an abandoned car. A day later, you sense something is wrong.
This reminds me of growing up in Shelton.
Did you sense something was wrong?
Well, and the way I grew up was a sin.
Oh, yeah. Same here.
So what are we going to do?
So we just found a car, right?
Uh-huh. Should we search the car?
I think we should search the car.
Oh, yeah. I guess.
All right.
Search for car.
No, search the car.
Search the car. Inside of it. Do you have to specify?
It's actually really awkward trying to read this around this fucking microphone.
I could,
but I don't know if there's
probably
a better way.
read it better from... Well, I don't know if I can.
Okay,
Then
you
gotta
walk
be-
out
you
of the
gotta keep going
car
through.
and see that it has been broken into several places. The front passenger door is open and there's blood on the floor. There's also a dead body lying next to the car. It looks like a man.
Well, eat him.
Wait, how do we not notice the dead man beside the car earlier?
Well, I mean, we don't have like perfect 360 aerial view.
Oh, okay.
Plus
so,
we're a
so
mutant.
he was just on the other side of the car.
Could have been.
We have
So-
beautiful purple eyes, so
Well, different color eyes.
yeah.
We're not sure. We need to. Well, we should look in the car mirror.
Let's look in the mirror and see what our eye colors are.
Well, first we're going to attempt to eat him.
oh,
you look
well,
at the
We didn't
corpse.
decide that as a group.
Yeah. But Vishti did.
And feel sick. You know what you must do. You grab the body by his head and bite down hard. Man, you don't fuck around.
By the head, that feels like the most gamey part of the.
It's all bone.
Well, I'm gonna start at the head.
I like it real
shit.
gristly.
This gets worse. He screams as he tries to get away from you.
Oh, he's
but
not
you quickly
dead.
finish him off.
Whoa! I finished him off while he was. No, I started. You come here.
I have a third arm.
What should we do? Jesus, we've kind of put ourselves into an
I'm
interesting
guessing.
situation.
Well,
here.
I think we would hide the body and clean up.
Oh, but we should search his body for the keys to the car.
Oh
first.
yeah, we got to search the body and then
Search
hide.
the body.
Can we do multiple things? Search body, then hide its remains.
Search body.
I don't know. Do we need to hide the remains?
And then hide his remains in the trunk.
No, sure. Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, I don't know. It's so post-apocalyptic. I mean, I don't think anybody would really
They didn't
notice.
describe like is it a world where you can just kill people and leave their bodies behind?
I mean,
No
you're a
one
mutant.
complained?
You take the body and put it in the trunk and leave. You don't want to think about what might be up inside the trunk or what might be inside the trunk. You just need to get to the next town. You make sure to keep the body hidden in the trunk. You're very sure that the body is hidden in that trunk.
So it sounds like we're driving based on that phrase.
Yeah. I definitely that's what I got from that. Yeah.
Yeah. Do we want to see if the radio has any sick tunes?
And we're like panicked for some reason.
Well, he was alive.
I know, but like I feel like our mentality would be like, I don't care. I'm this hungry.
Yeah.
And we apparently don't care about the rules of society or anything.
Maybe we should like look around for more people to eat.
Okay.
I'm still just like hung up on like if you were passed out and you woke up with some dude biting your face and you screamed "I'm alive" and then he took his third arm and put it around your mouth. That's terrifying.
Yeah, that guy died in a terrible way.
Oh, that was awful. Anyway, would you suggest
I would
it?
say maybe we work on like a eulogy for.
Should we maybe go back and give him a proper funeral?
Well, he's in the trunk.
Yeah. Does that count as a proper funeral?
I mean, you wouldn't give him a proper funeral anywhere that's
If we
convenient.
burn the car,
we can just pull over on the side of the road and give him a proper burial.
oh, are we? I don't think we're driving it, are we?
I think it is.
wait,
because
what did it
says
just say?
You take the body, put it in the trunk, and leave. You
Yeah.
don't want to think about the.
I just assume that this is like a burned out car that doesn't work.
Oh, I thought the car worked. Oh,
but no, because
okay.
he says.
Well, let's see. Does the
Well-
car work?
Well, let's look at the last sentence. You just need to get to the next town. You make
You
sure
know,
to keep.
there's
the body
another
hidden in the
option that I
trunk.
discovered in this, which is I could just hit enter and it'll just continue on its own.
Oh, that's kind of
All
fun.
right, just do it.
Okay, so let's see. You arrive in the town and find that it isn't nearly as bad as the one you left behind. You try to go back to the house, but you can't move anything. You are stuck. Oh man, the game glitched. the collision isn't working in this text adventure. Load the last save. So far, there's not enough people in the apocalypse. It's not as good as
Yeah,
the,
it's not
as the
burning.
fantasy.
Can we yell out hello? And this is what happened in the last apocalypse. It's like
This is what happened in the last apocalypse.
the one that I played. It was like people weren't there, but suddenly they were there. It was.
Yeah, it feels like medieval's
Let's
better.
just scream, is anyone out there?
Okay.
Is anybody out there?
I'm going to say I scream covered in blood.
Do we want to say what we scream, or we just scream into the sky?
I
Is
scream,
anyone-
is anyone out there?
okay.
Yeah. So like when you put in the
Okay.
command,
Is
you have to
anyone out there?
quotation
I
mark
scream
that.
covered in blood and vomit. Oh no, are you all right? You hear a voice answer. It sounds familiar. I'm fine, you reply. Where's my sister? Is she okay? She's fine. A second voice answers.
Whoa. So this person, wait, who asked, where was my sister? I did?
No, it's this lady just showed up.
And she asked about her sister, so she knows us.
Well, I said it was a lady.
It sounds
but
like
it's-
so.
I
We
don't think-
walked up,
Might not be.
and then we started talking to this person, and then then she said, "Where's my sister? Is she okay?" And a second voice answered that she's fine.
Oh, so this is two other people chatting. So there's other people. And for some reason, we can't turn around and look.
No,
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 we
you,
can. We can do anything.
Okay, well, we should turn around and
those are
see. We should turn around and look at the people. Look at the voices. Look into the direction.
How about we seek out the voices? You turn around and see a girl with long blonde hair running towards you. She grabs you and kisses you passionately.
Oh, man.
She pulls away and says, "Sorry, I shouldn't have done that."
Yeah, you should have. I got vomit all over my lips. Blood on my face.
Red flags, both, yeah.
You smile and nod. "It was nice," you say.
This is like a really bad...
Can we ask her if we could go back to her room?
Do you have a place to stay?
It's real hot out here.
And I need to clean this blood off my body.
I say between vomitings.
Eating human makes me sick.
Don't look at the trunk.
"Yes, I think this is it," you say. "What happened? The people here were killing each other. They had killed my family, and they were going to kill me too if I didn't help them. So I went to save them," you say. This story is going nowhere. Do you want to switch to a different story? I'm okay with continuing it, but so far it feels a little aimless.
Yeah, that's how I felt about the Apocalypse one.
Yeah, let's do a medieval one or whatever.
Yeah, let's
Try a new one.
do fantasy.
Okay.
Fantasy.
Okay.
Restart.
You got to do a new intro and everything.
Are you sure you guys don't want to try one of my custom adventures about one of us? It'd be about me.
Wait, did you
or
do that?
Chris.
Did you build one?
Uh-huh.
All right, yeah, I want to do it. Let's do a custom adventure.
All right.
Who do we want to do it about?
Let's do me.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. We're all going to do Chris.
We're all going to control Chris's actual life.
Better than what I'm doing.
It is a simulation.
All right. I played this one myself to make sure that it worked well, and it ended with Chris demanding someone pay him in dick, so I think it works pretty well.
It's authentic.
Is this a documentary?
It reminds me of the night we first met.
What is this paycheck? There's no dick in it. Needs more dick.
Okay. You are Chris Hackett, and you're working as the on-set colorist. You're worrying that you might be fired for incompetence when suddenly the director calls you over to him. "Hey, I just wanted to let you know that we've decided to change the ending of this movie." Chris looks at you with a mixture of surprise and concern. He's never heard his name come up in a film title before. Chris doesn't seem to understand what's going on.
Chris looked at you.
So we may be the director at this point. It seems like a point of view changed halfway through.
Yeah. Chris might be the colorist
We
and the director.
We could yell at Chris now and be really mean to him as the director if we want, probably.
He's never heard his name come up in a film title before.
How about you ask Chris, do you even know who I am?
The director says, "No, but I'm sure if you were right, if you were here right now, you would have heard of me by now." Chris is silent for a moment. Then he asks, "So who am I?" The director smiles and answers,
We are the director, and we're talking to virtual Chris.
we're about to tell virtual Chris who he is. Let's say a piece of shit wasting my time.
You're nothing but.
How would a director talk to you if you had this conversation with him, Chris?
They would probably go do something else. I mean, I don't know. You're nothing but a smear on the bottom of my shoe as I walk through the door.
I don't want to type all that, so I'm just gonna say you're a piece of shit.
Okay.
It's very hard to type like in this situation.
Yeah.
Got a Frankenstein arm it. At this point, the director starts laughing hysterically. "I can't believe it worked out like this. This was supposed to be my last feature film."
Who are we talking as?
We need to
We're
change
the
space.
director, I think.
Let's take our character and just run out of the room.
Yeah.
Change the space.
Run out of the room.
Grab
Run.
something that's on fire.
Light the set on fire and run out of the room.
Throw a Molotov cocktail
Into
and
the
run out of the room while crying. All right, your eyes are still red from the tear gas, so you don't see what Chris does next.
This Chris guy's insane.
But after that, you feel an immense pain in your chest and fall down on the floor. The pain is intense, but you manage to get up with the help of the other two people standing nearby.
Wait, did we not actually leave?
It sounds like you just got shot in the chest with a tear gas canister by Chris.
We could just let it continue from here to see if it ever acknowledges everything that we said.
Okay.
All right, let's let it keep going. You look at the director, who is collapsed on the ground. Oh, we're not the director anymore. He's not moving, and his face looks ashen. Chris stands there looking at you and the other one and says,
What the fuck did you do?
You try to explain, but Chris cuts you off, saying,
It doesn't matter what you did. We need to figure out how to fix this.
he walks over to the director and puts his hand on his shoulder. Is the director even conscious at this point?
The director's lying on the ground.
I don't know who we are. What is happening?
Now we're Chris. I'm going to say that we say to the unconscious director, you're my best friend.
We tried to get out of the space, but it wouldn't let us. And maybe can, yeah.
The director slowly opens his eyes and sees Chris, but he doesn't react. Chris continues.
Don't worry about him. He'll be fine.
The director nods and sits back down.
Can you say, I look in the crew's eyes and say, I'm the director now.
Say, I'm in charge now.
I'm gonna say I beat him in combat. Now I'm the director.
We're making a porn.
How about this is now Flesh Gordon 3
With cats.
La Blue Girl subtitle.
We're going to need a spaceship and a large tentacled creature.
You stand up and walk towards the director. You grab his face and put your lips against his.
Whoa!
You kiss him passionately and start licking his face and neck. You pull away and look into his eyes and say,
So it got my cat's fart. It picked that up.
this is how you establish dominance.
I already knocked him out in combat.
It's a hack
AI
tradition.
controlled world is going to be weird.
Look at me. I'm the director now. We're making Flesh Gordon 3.
Maybe we should ask him, do you submit?
Yeah.
So this is what it's like on a film set, right, guys?
Yeah, it's exactly what
very
it's like.
close.
I mean, I know this is what it's like on a short film set, but
I mean, nailed the part where I'm worried about being fired for incompetence all the time.
the director looks confused. He didn't expect anything like this. You smile and say, yes, because I love you. The director smiles and kisses you back. You both embrace each other and hold each other's hands.
What are all the other crew members doing right now?
We can find out.
Okay.
The director suddenly grabs your head and begins pulling your hair.
Okay.
So do we want to like check what the crew is thinking? Check,
Yeah,
let's see. Check what the crew
I can only imagine
thinking.
being a crew member on a set where this just transpired. I mean, people are like, why the fuck is there so much tear gas in the air?
I can't work on the set.
You look around and see everyone staring at you. Some are whispering among themselves. Others are just walking past you, but none of them seem to pay any attention to you. So they're basically like trying to be like, this is not going on. You turn
I'm just
your
going to
head
get my
slightly.
lunch.
You turn your head slightly and see that the director is holding your hair and pushing your head forward. Not here.
Yeah. Not here. Don't you have a couch?
A couch.
The casting couch.
Or he probably has a trailer.
Not here. Come to my director's trailer, because, you know, I'm the director now, so it's not his trailer anymore.
Yeah.
Man, I'm crying.
That good.
You hear the footsteps behind you, and you turn around to see the director smiling at you. You walk to the trailer's door and open it. Inside is a man dressed in black leather pants and a hooded cloak.
What the fuck? Did the director plan this? Did I plan this?
Is the gimp from Pulp Fiction in his trailer?
Can I?
Oh man, it's his personal assistant.
Okay, I want to say to the hooded cloak man, your scene is up, or something like you're about to go on.
Yeah.
What about bend over?
Just say something like you're.
Or
I was trying to be more
you know
ambiguous,
what?
see what it does. But
Here's kind of.
I put my dick in
the
his
same
ass.
thought line as that. Why don't we just press enter and see what it goes from here?
Yeah.
'Cause I'm
Okay,
interested. I don't even want to change the course.
Enter, see what happens. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, His face is covered by a bandana and he holds a pistol in his hand.
Uh-oh.
You quickly close the door and lock it before speaking. Who are you? What are you doing
Let me
here?
see. Who are you? What are you doing here?
Whenever I see a man I don't know with a gun in my trailer, I close the door, lock it, and then ask who he is.
Well, when you're into the kind of shit Chris is into, you know.
The man looks at you and shrugs. I don't know who you are, but I'm here to kill you. You shake your head. Flesh Gordon 3, La Blue Girl.
It looks like that's what I said to the man.
That's his
I
title.
shake my head and I look at the guy who's going to kill me and I go, Flesh Gordon 3, La Blue Girl.
The man raises his gun and points it at you.
I think is that how it ends? Because I think what you should say is, I think there's a mix-up. I'm not actually the director. It's this guy.
Well, I locked him out because I locked the door.
Then I think what you should say is, I'm actually not the director. It's the guy right outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
You step inside and find yourself in a small office with a desk and chair in front of it. There's also a bookcase filled with books. Oh.
I'm in that bookshelf in Interstellar right now.
You notice a large crucifix hanging above the desk, and the man steps forward. Did we just teleport?
Yeah, we sure did.
It feels like there was a cut in the
It's
scene.
like a movie. Yeah. Now we're on to a different scene. This might not even be about Chris right now, but it's probably establishing something important to what's happening with the gimp.
I wanna grab the crucifix.
Wait. What if we just say, like, is the gimp in the trailer?
Yeah, sure.
So we can try to tie these scenes together.
Okay.
Although it doesn't know that we are calling it the gimp yet. Is the hooded?
He was hooded and he had a bandana.
Is the black hooded man in the trailer? Has he completed his mission?
This is predestination. La Blue Girl.
The man shakes his head. No, he hasn't. He's dead.
Dun, dun, dun. So, like, what happened?
You stare at him blankly.
Dead?
How? What if we just say flashback to or cut back to trailer?
Yeah, cut back to the trailer.
You walk back to the trailer and knock on the door. You wait patiently for someone to answer, but nobody comes out. You call out again. Anyone there? You hear muffled voices coming from inside.
It's that fucking director in his hands again. Just grabbing hair.
And pushing heads away.
I mean, we tried to burn down the set earlier. What if we just like lit his trailer on
Yeah,
fire?
go ahead and light the trailer on fire.
Okay.
Using a conveniently placed can of gasoline. That's the
Sets have cans of gasoline
all
everywhere.
over the place.
Well, did you see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Not yet.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a Chekhov's flamethrower that comes in real early in the movie. Like, you know, when you see a flamethrower in just a random place for no reason, you know that's coming back
It's
up.
got to be used.
Okay, light trailer on fire with on-set flamethrower. There's probably for a scene in La Blue Girl, right?
Yeah, I mean that's clearly
Whatever the movie was before it got turned to La Blue Girl.
You raise your arm and the trailer door opens up, revealing a set of stairs
I'm
leading
a
up to
psychic.
the roof. This is a weird-ass trailer. You take a deep breath and light the first set of stairs on fire.
Fuck these set of stairs.
This has gotten surreal.
Can't wait to light the second
Flames
set
leap
of
high
stairs.
into the air and engulf the entire trailer.
Now that's how you make a movie.
How about if we scream, "Who's the director now, bitch"?
Who's the director now, bitch? Even though we tried to get out of being the director when someone was going to kill us.
Well, it's a position of convenience.
I mean, Hollywood is pretty cutthroat.
Yeah.
You watch as the flames die down and disappear. You sigh and say, "Well, it seems that I've been playing the role all along."
Huh.
You continue climbing up the stairs and finally reach the top.
I thought they were on fire.
You're fireproof. You're Chris Hackett.
Yeah, it's true.
You continue climbing up the stairs and finally reach the top. You
I
see a
have
large
asbestos
metal door with
pants.
a padlock on it.
Ooh. Burn down
Enter
the door.
combination 69. 69.
420. 69, 420.
69420. How about that?
Yeah.
You watch as the flames die down and disappear. Oh, wait, no.
No, you press the
You
button.
press the button and the door swings open. You see a long hallway with several doors on either side.
It worked.
Are we in a David Lynch movie?
This is the top of my trailer. Well, the director's trailer. I'm the director now.
It had some sort of staircase into some other realm.
Some are locked, some are unlocked, and most are open. That's kind of weird. I feel like
Yeah.
every time you walk into a hallway in a movie like that, like they're all closed. But it's even more mysterious that most of them are open.
Well, something happened and he didn't get time to close all the doors.
You see a large group of people sitting around talking and eating food.
So is that the crew?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, shoot, it's lunchtime?
I want to
Yeah.
kick the plates out of their hands and yell back to work.
What?
I'm the director.
Is this the crew?
Yeah,
I
this has
think it
got to be the
is. They
crew.
gotta
Who
be
would
there.
be sitting around eating?
Okay, so that's them talking. All right, so what are we doing? We're going to tell them to get back.
Kick the plates out of their hands and yell, "Get back to work."
Kick the plates out of their hands and yell, "Go back to work."
Someone's talking about a
Worst
monologue.
conversation. This is gonna be a monologue this time. So you're just talking about a monologue, and he repeated it twice.
You hold on.
It seems contextually relevant.
You charge forward and punch the nearest person in the face, knocking him to the ground. You stomp on the other hand, grab a plate, and smash it into another person's face, causing him to scream. You're a good director, Chris.
Thank you.
Turn back to the rest of the group and say, "All right, let's finish this." Should we say, and by finish this, I mean,
The movie.
Flesh Gordon 3.
At some point, we got to make him yell, "Lights, camera, action."
This is kind of a toxic work set.
But magical. You begin kicking and punching the group of people. They fight back furiously, but they aren't able to defend themselves. You keep going at them relentlessly.
Okay, now make him yell.
Wait, hold on. It didn't really do our thing. Let's hit enter and let it go a little bit further.
Okay.
Because I want us to yell at them about Flesh Gordon 3. Eventually, you break through the group and force and push them back. Finally, until they're unable to move, and then you kick them repeatedly until they collapse onto the ground. You continue kicking them until they're unconscious. You continue kicking them until they're unconscious, until you're completely unconscious.
I'm kicking until I'm completely unconscious.
That's a lot of kicking.
Until.
Now make it say "Lights, camera, action" because this sounds like this is the end of the film.
You murmur.
Is that dialogue or
That's
direction?
dialogue.
You turn the lights on and the screen goes white. You look at the screen and see a large white circle.
Whoa!
We're now in a second layer of reality. I guess we were just watching this
It
movie.
was all a simulation.
It moves around the screen and the circle disappears. You look at the screen and see a large white circle appear. It move.
It moved.
Ah!
Scream?
Yeah, I guess so.
You scream as the screen turns red and the screen fades to black. You scream as the screen fades to black. What if we just
Go ahead
choke on our own tongue?
Well, I think we should just leave the theater and and ask for our money back.
Ask for a refund.
That movie was
Leave theater, ask for refund.
so shitty.
I fucking hate this Chris Hackett character.
Why do they keep making movies about him?
You sit down on the floor and begin pacing back up and down.
That's an odd thing to do.
You're dragging your butt like a dog trying to get it turned off. You look at the clock and see it's 2:00.
In the theater?
We're starting
Did we
to
already
break
leave?
the AI's brain. Have you noticed? It's like it has a fever. I think.
Can we open a gate to hell? It feels appropriate.
I want to try to choke on our own tongue.
Let's do it.
Okay. Choke on our own tongue. You get up and walk over to the counter and ask for a refund. Finally.
That's a
The woman behind the counter says, "What do you want a refund for?" You say, "A refund for what? For what?" She says, "This movie?" You say, "The film that you're acting as."
I am a film.
I'm going to let it continue from there.
Chris Hackett, the one-man show.
It's like a fucking Who's on First routine.
Oh, it said acting as the director.
Oh, you say the film that you're acting as the director. She's Chris Hackett.
Oh!
Yeah!
She frowns, expression changes to one of confusion, and she asks, "Why would you need a refund for something you did nothing wrong?"
That's right.
It's really broken. You reply, "Because I'm sorry for something I did right now."
Also true.
You say, "It was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that." She says, "But it wasn't your fault. I can tell." You say, "So what am I supposed to do now?" She says, "Nothing. I'll give you a full refund."
This is the best story.
I think that's the end of the story.
That's
It
the end of the
wraps up
story.
every thread.
Yeah, that kind of pulls it together. I mean, I think like it would be nice to put a bow on it that like Chris just stops and is like, Also, I pooped in the theater.
Well, okay, now he's poop on the floor. We get the refund and then we poop on the floor. Okay. You start to feel sick and vomit. You vomit into the toilet bowl and shit into the drain. Backwards. You stand
Seems like
up.
a lot of work to shit into the drain.
You stand up and wipe your mouth and spit the contents of your stomach onto the floor. You look at the clock and watch it tick away.
That's definitely the ending of an art film right there.
In the bathroom.
And then it just fades to black. Oh, can you type fade to black?
You get your refund, and then you go to the bathroom, and then you just excavate your bowels.
I'm just going to say die. Just die already. Oh, I should have said cough, because it seems like if you ever tell it to cough, he'll just die immediately. I've tried to do like a cough when something was awkward, and I always just start coughing up blood and die. You fall backwards onto the floor and pass out. You wake up and realize you're still alive.
Damn it!
You gasp and cough up blood. You try to stand up and stagger towards the bathroom sink and vomit again. You stumble and fall and hit your head on the tile floor. Cough.
So really the game of this game is to see how you can kill your character.
You cough up blood and vomit again. Told you. You cough up blood and vomit again. 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 The end.
That is a beautiful story.
Fade to black.
You fade to black and you fade to death. You died. Game over.
Perfect. I'm glad I picked it up.
We closed it.
We did it.
We need more commercials! Tip, find me some sponsors!
No one will advertise on Dumb Geeks. Don't want their lies told by cum freaks. Not even boner pills or sexy toys or a box that's filled with snacks of soy. Hey, this is Tip from Dumb Geeks, and I couldn't find any advertisers, so I'm paying to sponsor this episode. I'm starting to feel like this show is just a way for Chris and Dusty to steal my money. And if you advertise with us, you could feel that way too.
So that's the end of the episode. We want to thank you for listening, and remember to like and subscribe and tell your mother about our podcast.
Oh yeah, we have done a bad job of telling people to like and subscribe and leave reviews on iTunes. We have 2 reviews.
And one of them's Chris.
Yeah, posing as my wife.
Oh, and I looked at our demographics, and there's 4 listens from France, which is the number of released episodes at this point. So I think there's someone who really likes us in France.
So whoever you are, please reach out.
So to our French geekhead, bonjour.
And go ahead and write us at thedumbgeeks at gmail.com. We'd love to talk to the French listener.
Yes. We have a phone number.
Oh, you want me to get that?
But I never remember what it is.
Here.
Dusty's going to pull it out right now.
I'm going to pull out my phone number.
And if the French listener is just a guy using a VPN, that's cruel.
Yeah, because we were really excited.
We're really excited.
And I'm about to have it any second now. We should really be more prepared.
I mean, that wouldn't be the show.
I bet the French listener is pretty upset about our lack of propriety.
I hate it when you guys fight.
We're not fighting, Virtual Dusty. We're talking loudly and aggressively. What was that?
Well, I think I've seen enough.
Well, it's a radio show.
Ah, darn it.
I know. You got that one wrong again.
Okay, so I got our...
I don't care.
Virtual Dusty, you're being a real pain right now.
I got our phone number.
Hey, you're being rude. Stop that.
Okay, you're right. I am being rude.
Okay,
I
so
was the weird old man.
here's the... I'm often the weird old man. So here's our phone number to anyone who wants to call and leave us a message. It is 971-801-8502. You can call and leave us a voicemail or text us and let us know your thoughts and opinions.
And if you leave us a voicemail, we'll play it on air.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell my dad.
All right. And that's a show.
That's the show. Everybody, thank you for listening.
Oh God, I'm so dumb that I can't even think of this fucking true.
Oh, yeah, role playing. That's fun.
Yeah, I bet you get that a lot, right?
We're all being pegged at home.
If you're dumb enough to believe it, you'll go for anything.
What do you mean?